talk about the benefits of running a forecast. So before actually discussing the benefits, let's understand what does the forecast stand for. Now, forecast is nothing but it tells you the amount of impressions that are available in your network, the amount of impressions that you can safely go ahead and book for a line item. Now, forecast is very necessary. Now, this is about forecasting. So, forecasting can simply avoid overbooking. For example, let's say you have an advertiser and you have a deal with them and you run a forecast in the line item, or you run a forecast in the Google Ad Manager account, and the forecast shows you that you can safely go ahead and serve 10,000 impressions. So, you commit to the advertiser that I have 10,000 impressions available right now and I can serve it. So, this way, there is a clear transparency between the advertiser and the publisher. This way the business can go smooth and you earn the loyalty of the advertiser and you earn the interest of the advertiser. So that is why forecast is very much necessary. Another benefit of the forecast is that it solves most one important thing. That is, if I have a line item, how many impressions can I serve? How many impressions I can go ahead and serve safely? So this answers this question. The forecast answers this question. Also, if for every organization there will be some kind of salespeople who talks to the public, who talks to the advertiser, creates new prospects and makes a deal with the advertiser and get the deal done. So for those salespeople, they can come into the Google Ad Manager account, run a forecast in the Google Ad Manager account, and get to know about the number of impressions that are present in this month, or present in this month mainly. So they will have an idea of how many impressions I can go ahead and commit to the advertiser. This way the sales could happen between the advertiser and the salespeople. So this way they can come and talk to the trafficker. Salespeople can come and talk to the trafficker that I have an advertiser, I've got a deal with the advertiser and they want to serve these many number of impressions in the next month, and I have already done a forecast on the line item or in the Google Ad Manager account, and it says that 10,000 impressions can be safely done. So uh, this was about the salespeople. This was about the benefit of running a business and getting a clear transparency between the advertiser and the publisher. Another important thing is forecasting avoids overbooking. Now, for example, you are a trafficker, you haven't done any forecast on in the Google Ad Manager account, so you have no idea about how many impressions are available. Now, you cracked a deal with an advertiser, and advertiser says that I want to serve 20,000 impressions. However, your forecast, as you haven't done, you might not be aware, but in reality, your forecast may show that only 10,000 impressions are available. So this is clearly overbooking, because overbooking mainly stands for when you book something more than what is available. So availability was 10,000 and you booked 20,000. You gave 20,000 in the contracted quantity of impressions when creating a line item. So this is completely overbooking. So your line item may end up underperforming or under delivering. Why? Because your line item would serve only 10,000 impressions. So there is still a shortfall of 10,000 impressions. So this could cause a feud between the advertiser and the publisher, and the advertiser may not want to have a next deal with you. So it is very necessary that you do a forecast before actually going ahead and booking a line item. So this was about the forecast, and the another most important thing is that how does Ad Manager conduct a forecast? So Ad Manager, as we know already, that it's a very efficient machine. So it has the ability of doing a traffic forecast for your entire network. For example, in if in the last 28 days, Ad Manager predicts that the X number of impressions have served. So that means in the coming 28 days, it predicts that approximately X number of impressions will be served on the web pages. So this is how the Ad Manager is able to calculate the forecasting. And forecasting is only available for guaranteed line items, that is standard and sponsorship. Why? Because for guaranteed line items, we will need to reserve the inventory. This is what we are committing to the advertiser, that we are going to serve you this much amount of inventory or impressions. For non-guaranteed inventory, it is not necessary. That is why forecasting is not available for non-guaranteed inventory. Non-guaranteed inventory, the publisher does not have any pressure to serve the impressions. So, and the advertiser is also not bothered about the deliverables on how and what timelines they would serve. So that is why forecasting is only available for the guaranteed line items, that is standard and sponsorship. So in our next video, we will look at how to run a forecast in the Google Ad Manager account. Now this figure here, now when you run a forecast in the Google Ad Manager account, the output will look something like this. Now it shows not enough matched impressions to reach goal. That means you booked a quantity which is greater than what is available. So this is an overbooking message, and usually overbooking happens when you book something more than the actuals. And we will look into each of these fields, what they exactly mean, and um, how to interpret these results in our next videos. Till then, thank you so much.